Surprising thing, I was terrified of switching over to studio software management, and it was incredibly easy. Super surprised and grateful. Hey, I am the owner and director of a yoga studio called Heart Song Yoga. And we have been in business for over 30 years, but I never used any professional software management behind the scenes. I teach yoga, I direct my staff of teachers, I organize the schedule, set up the classes, and we also deliver our classes through Zoom live stream, which is when I began using Punchpass because it integrated with Zoom. So I'm kind of doing most everything. It's still a small hometown business, but we do have a full, vibrant schedule and a really big community. If you think back almost 5 years ago, it was March of 2020, and we were asked to shutter down, close down for maybe a few weeks. And I had my studio to run. Things were brand new in the world of what was going on. The pandemic was just starting to simmer and brew. And I was so frustrated and nervous and scared about how the heck would I keep delivering material to our students while we couldn't be in the yoga studio and everyone was home. And I had never done Zoom nor heard of it. And I had always been searching for software management systems, but I would always get frustrated and kind of back down. And I was afraid to take the plunge. But I heard a podcast, and someone that I really trusted and that I listened to said, "Hey, here's the thing. It's called Punchpass, and it connects to Zoom seamlessly, and it'll send Zoom links out to your students and your clients, and you can teach your yoga classes from home." And I remember thinking, what the heck? And I started Googling and looking and searching. And next thing you know, I said to my husband, who's my co-director and, co-owner of everything, I said, "Tony, I'm doing this. I'm signing up for Punchpass. I'm signing up for Zoom. I don't know what's going to happen next." And the combination of the two saved our studio, and it is our all-time best silver lining from those days because we still continue to Zoom live stream all across the country, always, every day, with Punchpass. What was I using prior to Punchpass? Nothing. We were a what I call pad and paper studio. People came in and they signed up at the desk. We had a system at the desk where people could run their credit cards, but they couldn't do that from home. They had to come in to do that. We had a database and a mail list through our website. And through our website, I would send out the e-newsletters, and we would and social media, but everything was done by hand. And then my husband, my partner, behind the scenes would have to do all the, I don't know, what would you call it? The paperwork, the piles and piles of paperwork to bring all our records together each month about who had come and what they had paid. And Punchpass pulled the whole thing together. So we really went from 0 to 100 overnight. And we got really good, I needed and got support from the Punchpass team from day one, all online, which I didn't know would work, but it did. And we pulled it together. So everything, we just went from nothing to everything. And it's been amazing. Getting started with Punchpass was the thing that I was really terrified of. I had no idea what would I do, how do I set it up, what happens. Step by step by step, Punchpass gave me the directions, and I just followed the directions. When I began, I had literally, and this again goes March 2020, I had a box with 3 by 5 index cards with my students' prepaid 10 class passes. And I took every single one of those cards and their names, and cross-referenced them through my database and drew them over to Punchpass. And suddenly they were in our Punchpass system. And then I took the schedule and the one that was where we were live, and I chose which ones would be Zoom, and I put them up on the Punchpass schedule. They did all the behind the scenes with, they what they do is they create the links. And then you can email the students through the Punchpass system and they can sign up for classes. And it integrated with my website, which was amazing. And so before I knew it, all of those cards were transferred to the system and they became active students. And then I said, please come and use your passes. You have prepaid. I owe you these classes. This is the only way that I can deliver them. Please come. Please come. And nearly everyone did. It was very miraculous. And every teacher learned how to Zoom from home, log into Punchpass from home, set up their class, and they taught from laptops, cell phones, iPads, and it worked. If anyone asks me what I'm doing and how I did it and what did I do to survive and to move forward and to grow the business, especially this live stream, which is, of course, so um, well recognized these days, it seems silly to teach yoga and not have a live stream component because it's passive income in the background. And old friends and old students and people who have moved away, they can still come to class. And so if you have Punchpass and you have Zoom and you link them, it is absolutely beautiful. I find it to be a very affordable system. I think some of the things that really were kind of off-putting when I started researching studio software was the cost. And being a smaller business, a homegrown, hometown business, some of the bells and whistles of some of the bigger companies are too much. I just don't need them. But everything that I need seems to be available. And they're very proactive, I've noticed over the years, to keep upgrading and keep offering things that make sense. And if something's not working, I can reach out and I get support. And that means everything to me. So 100% go for it. It's worth it. It'll help you. They will help you. And your community and your business will thrive.